Hi loves, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So today I am coming back to you guys with a review of the Ocean Coral Spring Hotel that I stayed at when I went to Jamaica. If you have not seen that video yet, I will link it in the description box below, and I will also have it at the end of this video. So today for the Ocean Coral Spring review, I am going to talk about everything from the food to the aesthetics to the rooms to just everything, my entire experience while I was in Jamaica. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Let me start by saying that we booked our reservation through Southwest Vacations. So we also got if you do go that route, definitely they offer transportation. So we booked transportation. It's not affiliated with the hotel. It's just a separate service that goes to the hotel. Amstar, I believe. It wasn't much. It was $40 round trip. They will pick you up from the airport and drop you right in front of your hotel. So that I definitely hands down recommend. That's easy, no hassle. They have big signs that say Amstar, and even if you don't book it beforehand, you can always book it when you get there because there's buses that come around the clock. So you're good to go. So when they dropped us off at our hotel, the lobby is gorgeous. It's massive. It's well lit. It was just, you felt like you were on vacation. It's just beautiful. There's a bar to your right. It's just gorgeous. It's lovely. And then we got to the check-in line. While we were there, we did have a little bit of a wait. While we were waiting, someone was nice enough to bring us over some welcome drinks, which was very nice. When we were almost to the front of the line, we were conversating with them, and they mentioned that if we booked through Southwest, there was another check-in desk that we had to go to, and it was closer to the bar. It was more like a table. There was no sign there. We did not know. So I will say one thing already. It would have been nice to know if you booked with Southwest to go here. Or like if they could have had a hostess that kind of like guides you, like, okay, where are you coming from? How did you book your stay? To make it a better experience, I definitely think that would have been helpful. I also think it would have been helpful in the lobby to have like a pamphlet of everything that happens on property, like the different amenities, the different shows, the different, like, everything that you could do. It would have been great. So when we checked in, that process went through. They had a bellman take our items to the room. So that was nice. After that, we did head to our rooms. I will say it would have been nice, since the bellman is going to bring our stuff to the room anyway, either before we went to the room or after they dropped off the items and they were still in our room. It would have been nice if there was a tour, because we kind of, and yes, you do have to explore certain things. So they could have just said, okay, all the restaurants are this way, this is where the kids club is, this is where this is where that is. But I believe we asked around and somebody told us about Martha's Market, which is the main place that we ate at, especially like for breakfast. So almost every day, because I'm not really a resort person, I plan stuff off of the resort. So almost every day we were able to get our breakfast from Martha's Market, and they had, before I get to Martha's Market, let me go back to the hotel room. Hotel room is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I did have to go back and ask to change a room because I was rooming with my niece, and that's fine. It's just that I did request through Southwest Vacations that I get 2 double beds, and I didn't make a big deal about that because Southwest explained to me that it's possible that I would still get 1 bed and I just have to ask for 2 beds when I get there. We went down there and then there was no problem. They were very nice about it. We got our double room. This one was actually closer to the beach, and it actually had an egg chair, and I don't understand why they have, like, different floors have egg chairs. I think like the middle floor has egg chairs. So I believe the certain floors have egg chairs, and I feel like they should have it on all the floors. I mean, it's a balcony. The first room we stayed at, I don't believe it had an egg chair, and I don't believe it had a jacuzzi. The second room we stayed at, it had an egg chair. and I want to say a jacuzzi too. But we later found out that the hotel room that we stayed in had mold, and unfortunately the next day we had to change our room once again. So that's three rooms that we changed into during our 6-day stay, which, okay, the first one I don't fault them because I already knew that there was a possibility I would have had to request for 2 rooms, 2 beds. I don't fault them. But the second room, I think the houseman or the housekeeper should have noticed there was mold growing in the bathroom ceiling, and the paint was chipping. Like, it was so ugly. I did not take a picture. I wasn't, you know, I'm not trying to bash them. You know what I mean? But and I get it, because when we moved to the second room, we did see a sign that says to keep the AC on, to because they don't have fans in the bathroom, you're supposed to keep the AC on. So I think that helps prevent the mold issue and the peeling paint. And one thing I know about people is people do not like to read. And the other thing too is we didn't even notice it until we moved into our 3rd room, and then we're like, oh, okay, this is why they want the AC on, whatever. I mean, it's hot. Who's not gonna have the AC on? But, you know, whatever. Either way, we did move to the 3rd room. The 3rd room was even nicer. It's like every time they moved us closer to the beach. This one was on the 3rd floor. It did not have an egg chair, which I was bummed about. That's why I'm like, why don't all of them should have egg chairs, in my opinion. And this one did, though. It did have the hot tub. I liked the 3rd room. We got to experience it for a couple days, so we didn't have to change our room again after that. So we were good with that. So we changed our room twice, had 3 different rooms, and that's okay. I don't fault the hotel for that. It's okay, because things happen, things get overlooked. You know, it is what it is. So the room and the bathroom were clean. I have no complaints. Other than the peeling paint in the second room, I do not have any complaints. Now for the bedroom, crisp clean sheets. I loved it. I will say that the room is supposed to have a steamer in the closet, but I believe only one of the rooms had a steamer in it. I think the second room, and then I think certain, I don't know how they do it, but some rooms have umbrellas, some rooms don't. I don't know what kind of checklist the housekeepers have, but they should be checking for these things. I feel like, because it was scheduled to rain the entire time that we were in Jamaica. Thankfully it did not rain, and it was just beautiful while we were there. So we got to really enjoy the place. It was just lovely. So the food, the first day, I've expressed in my travel vlog, I was not really that impressed. As the days went by, the food got better. But after the first day, the next morning, I was like, I gotta get off this property. Like I said before, I'm not really a resort person. I was like, somebody get me to Juicy Patty. So I went to Juicy Patty because their patties are the best. I had the curry shrimp as well as the vegetable. I do not eat meat, so I didn't have the meat ones. But I believe my niece had one of the meat ones. I don't remember which one she had. But everybody that I gave a patty to, it was all good. I never had the food there. One day I'm gonna have to try the food. I don't know why I didn't think about it that time, but it's okay. The patties are so good. And then we got some, I believe Jamaicans call it guinep. It's Spanish lime, but us Haitians, we call it kenep. It's really interesting. So guinep and kenep. But we got some kenep on the road, but that was good. We definitely did our own excursions. I'm one to do research. I didn't book through the hotel, but I prefer to do it that way because, in my opinion, they always overcharge. Whenever it's a package deal, whenever it's a cruise, whatever it is, they're always gonna overcharge. They see green dollars, okay? So yeah, that's why I do my research. I get my drivers, I do what I gotta do and get to where I gotta get to. Okay. So back to the food. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent. Martha's Market is basically the buffet place. They are open for breakfast, they are open for lunch, and they are open for dinner. They have all your selections there. So what I would have loved to see a little more is, I would have loved to see longer hours. Like if you open at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. like, I don't see why you have the little breaks in between. Just because people are hungry at different times, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, if you want that selection, it's nice to have at you know, throughout the day. I don't think we ever had dinner at Martha's Market. Every night we had dinner at a different restaurant, which I am happy about. We tried Red Snapper. The Red Snapper was good. Sugar Cane was the best, in my opinion. They had authentic Jamaican food. Maybe not, you know, I'm sure you could get it somewhere better on the island, but it had authentic Jamaican. Their conch soup was so good. We had to go back there to get it again before we left. We did also try, I believe it's called La Locanda. It's an Italian restaurant, and the salmon was really good. The restaurants themselves, they were really good. The food there was actually good. It was tasty. They had Thali, which was an Indian restaurant, and it was really good as well. We also did Sakura. Sakura is the hibachi where they do it in front of you. Now I will say you have to wake up early and go make an appointment. They only do reservations, so you definitely have to make a reservation for that. You also have to make a reservation for the bowling alley, but we didn't get a chance to do the bowling alley during our stay. We did get to, the first night we went to Sakura. It was nice. I'm not gonna lie, our chef, he wasn't chefing it up like the other chef. There was one other chef, and I'll probably insert a clip. Like, he had everybody just pumped at his table and all the way to our table too, because everybody was singing like, yeah. You know, so he was cool. I kind of wish we sat at his table, but we didn't get to decide where we sat at. The food there was good, and they also had like a sports bar type of deal. We got some drinks from over there. Now, speaking of drinks, the drinks were like drinking pure sugar. Okay, it's like they poured the concentrate and poured the drink a little bit. Every time I had a drink, it was a struggle to drink it because it was way too much sugar, way too concentrated. So actually one of the days we went to a beach, we went to Tropical Bliss Beach, and they had Bob Marley, and it was a little bit better. I'm not gonna say it was the best because I've had better. Mind you, I've been to Jamaica a lot of times, so I've had Bob Marley's way better than that, but it was better than what was on the resort. The resort was just pretty much pure sugar. But I did enjoy that, you know, they had swim up bars. It was a vibe, you know, it had the little vacation vibe. Lots of photo opportunities. There was a big chair that says Jamaica on the beach. There's a big sign that says Jamaica. There's like signs that say, you know, this way is London, this way is wherever, and this way is wherever. And there was a big love sign, and I love that. That was gorgeous. So when you go to the beach, there's like these little hut type of umbrellas, I guess, with the straw top and then the lounge chair underneath. That was very nice. We did take a lot of pictures, so I'm so glad we went to Tropical Bliss for a day at the beach, because the beach at the hotel is very rocky. If you're not used to that, I definitely suggest you get some swimming shoes and wear your swimming shoes. There was a lot of seaweed, like tall seaweed grass all throughout that portion of the beach, and the beach was like a kiddie pool. It didn't go past like your hip, probably. My hip, and I'm 5'3.5". So it did not go past my hip. And as far as the hammock goes, the hammocks were dirty. We did not get to, I wanted to take a picture so bad, but the way those hammocks looked, it was like, nah. So we did not get pictures there, but we did end up back at the pool. And then, so the lazy river, I will say there is no current pushing you on the lazy river. You kind of have to paddle yourself. It would have been nice if there was a current. Overall, I enjoyed my stay at Ocean Coral Spring. I cannot complain too bad. It was, for me, it was a 3 out of 5, 3.5 star out of 5. So going back to Martha's Market, I do want to say that there was an omelet station that, of course, the line was long because everybody wants a fresh omelet the way they want it, like for you to add the ingredients that they want. So the line was long for that. I think they should have 2 omelet stations, or at least 2 people manning the omelet station, so things can go back by a little bit quicker. They did also have one where you could get eggs how you want it, like scrambled or sunny side up or whatever. They also had that. I will say that the precautions that they took at the buffet, I love that, because they make sure you get gloves when you go in. So I love that. The customer service, waitresses, and just all around, the men all across the board basically were very nice. They took care of us. I don't know if it's because we're women, but they were very nice. The women, not so much. Some of the women were nice, some of them were not nice. As far as knowing what is going on at the hotel, they kept telling us to watch the TV, there's a schedule. And yes, that's great, you want me to watch the TV, but when we watched the TV, some stuff was inaccurate. There were restaurant hours on the TV screen that did not exist. I think it said like Sugarcane was open for, not Sugarcane, Red Snapper was open for breakfast one day, and we went over there and Red Snapper was closed and not open until lunchtime. Restaurants really should, in my opinion, have the hours listed outside of each restaurant. That would be helpful. I think in front of Martha's Market they kind of have like a schedule of all the restaurants, but why should I have to go to Martha's Market to see what time Red Snapper is open when Red Snapper is way this way and Martha's Market is this way? You see what I mean? So that would have been nice if they had that together. I apologize for the lighting because the sun is going down now, but I did not get to experience the nightlife. I did, however, get to go to Showtime. I believe that's the name of the place, of the theater that they have, where they have shows every night. They had a Michael Jackson show and it was great. I loved it. Very nostalgic, and the guy performing was really good. All the performers were really good. The dancers were really good. It was just nice. And then another night we went, they had something for the kids. It was like a little activity Showtime thing for the kids. They played a game on stage with the kids, and I thought that was very nice as well. So I love that about it. So overall, I really did enjoy my time at Ocean Coral Spring. I do give it a 3.5 stars because I have stayed in other resorts in Jamaica, and if I compare, I don't want to list the name of the other place unless you guys want me to. Drop it in the comment section if you want. But like, I had great experience at that resort. Like, I basically have no complaints. And again, I didn't get to experience everything there, but like it was also a bigger resort too. So maybe that has something to do with something, but maybe not. But I really did enjoy that resort. I definitely recommend this place to visit. Go there with your family. I did want to say this hotel is in Treilani, so it's not exactly Montego Bay. It said Montego Bay when we were searching for a hotel, but that's okay. It's just like 45 minutes to an hour away from Montego Bay, but that's okay because like Dunn's River is not nearby. None of those excursions are really nearby, so they're not close to Montego Bay either. So none of the excursions we really did other than Tropical Bliss, because Tropical Bliss is in Montego Bay. Hopefully you enjoyed my thorough review of the Ocean Coral Spring Hotel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so other people can see my content as well. Don't forget to comment below with any questions that you have, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Until next time, love you guys. Bye.